Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am only going to be talking very, very quick to let you guys know that maybe in a couple of I mean, in a short while after this is all over, I think my we have a couple of friends or people, yeah, a couple of friends that we've gone out with. So just for those that are barely coming in, this is Wolf Vlogs, and let's start off from the beginning again. So maybe in a couple of I don't know, weeks, or maybe in a couple of months, or when this is over, we will be we may be going on a trip. I don't know if on a plane trip or on a car trip, because these these friends of ours kind of say that they want to go to Hawaii, or they want to go to to Arizona. But when this is something that we know, that every time we go on a trip, that's, let's say, to Arizona, or let's say to a place like San Diego, or someplace like San Francisco, they like to drive, which is something that people don't usually. I mean, some people. I've known people that I spoke to that say they drive from California all the way to like places like Nebraska or far away, where it's like New York, and it's crazy. I even think it's crazy that people have driven from Los Angeles all the way to places like New York in their car. They don't fly, but I think there's people out there that I think they drive to these places far, far, far away, because I think it's because they're afraid of flying. That's the thing. They're afraid of heights. Or I I spoke to some people, and some people have said it's not that they're afraid of heights, is that some people are afraid of that of the airplane ride, where it's like where it's like a drop. When you start ascending, then it's like a drop, like that. The plane feels like it drops, and in reality, there's no drop. According to some doctors, they say it's not a drop. It's just mentally, or your brain it functions differently or something. But like I said, they're not these friends of ours. I consider them friends, but they're not. They're not afraid of flying anywhere. They've gone places far, far away, and that's it. They're like I'm saying. I'm If I go on this trip with them, I'm going to definitely be recording the places we go to, because I love to record and just show people other places that are not local. I like to show people different places that I go to, and I like it because you you experience different places, because I've gone to places like Arizona before. I've gone to Phoenix a couple of times. Maybe I think I went 3 times to Phoenix, Arizona. And then there's I think there's been times. Oh, there was a time where I went to, where else did I go? Yeah, I went to San Francisco 2 or 3 times also, which I wasn't really that happy with San Francisco, because it's not the area that it is. It's the food that it's like the food that they sold, and the way the hotel was horrible. And I do agree with people when they say some hotels are bad, and it is bad, because that's the experience that you get. Like, say, because the last time we went to a place in San Francisco, I think it was called the fishing, or wolf fishing or something. I forgot what it was called. The Somewhere in San Francisco that had there was this hotel, Holiday Inn, Holiday Inn, and to put the story really, really quick, is that in Holiday Inn, it wasn't great, because they this was like a nasty Holiday Inn. The entrance was very nice. Not going to lie. That the lobby was great. No no disrespect to that. Like there was nothing to say bad about that place. But going to staying in the hotel rooms, then it was horrible because they limit you on how much ice you can get. They limit you on the Wi-Fi because then they say, "Oh, everybody has to use the same Wi-Fi in this building." So the more people that are connected, or if you abuse the Wi-Fi privileges, then you're going to make everybody else have a slow internet. And in my defense, I feel like if you're going to stay in a hotel, you're not going to stay there because you're going to you're not going to stay there because you have nowhere else, just because you have nowhere else to stay. I feel like if you're gonna stay there is because in reality, no, I don't know how to say this. No, I feel like if you stay in a hotel it's because you expect it to be a nice place to stay. And when they put these restrictions where, oh, don't get too much ice because it's abuse, or don't use too much internet because it's abuse. And and with that being said, it's like you cannot use your laptop when you're on the go in that instance, because there's been I've been to Las Vegas, and in Las Vegas I have to say that it was nice. A hotel that wasn't, I think it was I forgot, a Marriott, I think it was in uh, in Las Vegas, and it was pretty nice. I don't have anything to say disrespectful about it. It was pretty nice. You had a swimming pool, and then it was very hot. It was in the summer, so having the swimming pool, having a nice area. I mean, a nice room was very. It was good because you had AC that worked. You had all kinds of good amenities. But going to San Francisco, where you're going to be paying, I mean, where people normally pay for part. I mean, they have to pay for just to have your car parked in the hotel, which is horrible. That's not good. And Jose C, you're asking if I've ever been to San Diego. Definitely, I've gone to San Diego. I went to downtown San Diego. I don't remember what. I think it was called the Circle, or like something like that, which was pretty nice also. We didn't really stay there for so long because it was on a. I think it was on my. I forgot how long we stayed there, but it was pretty nice when we went to San Diego. I liked San Diego though because it's like when you get there, you kind of are already at the border of Mexico, which I feel like one day or another we're going to we'll probably drive to Mexico, to Tijuana someday, which we plan on doing. I don't know when, but when we go, we'll go to Tijuana, which is pretty nice because where we stayed, apparently San Diego is still not. I don't know how far we were from Mexico already, from the border. I don't really like about traveling with. This is something I have to say, that when you travel, the only downside about traveling to these places is the internet. And I don't really mean because, oh, you have to be on the internet all day and at all times. No, but being in an area, driving to an area and not having internet, that's a big problem there. Because those of you that don't know, I started off when we first did our little traveling time, or whenever we traveled, we had Sprint, which this has. I don't know if this has anything to do with this channel, but I'm just talking about Sprint, when Sprint was around, and then after we had T-Mobile, which uh, going traveling in the car, I feel like having T-Mobile and Sprint is not good. Is not good if you're going traveling. And that's the only thing I don't like about having these kind of networks that are the smaller carriers. because going on a long trip, it's not that great to know that you have, oh, I have Sprint. Cool. You pay, say some people pay $80 or $90 or $100 already with carriers like T-Mobile. Yes, T-Mobile is starting to get better, but going on long trips, saying, oh, we get to the middle of nowhere, because when we went to Las Vegas, I had these friends that we went with. I didn't like they were doing good with T-Mobile when they had it, because I felt like T-Mobile cut cut out in Las Vegas a lot. And to be honest, I don't feel like this carrier that I have, AT&T, it really didn't have so much problems going to there, going to going in Las Vegas when we stayed in Nevada. And we went to the Strip, and I felt like Team AT&T was pretty good. T-Mobile, on the other hand, had so many problems and had so many downsides, and that's all I have to say. That it's not a carrier you still put faith in. You can say in the city it's pretty good, but then in other areas it's just horrible. It's like I still don't feel like these carriers are good. So when traveling, I I don't care if they charge. We don't really care if they charge $280 for service. Well, I don't know how much they charge, because we're on a plan where it's like more people are on it. But I think for one line it's like $100 or $120, or nowadays I don't even know how much. So that's say